Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Like you have empathy inside, but you don't really care. Like you're fresh out of love, but it's been in the air. My best repair. A little bit tired of trying to care when I don't. A little bit tired of quick repairs to grow. A little bit tired of sinking. There's water in my boat. I'm barely breathing, trying to see of those.
Hi all my beautiful, wonderful people. My name is Lexi and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to a very chaotic video for LexMas. I had to go to work today. I don't normally work on Fridays at all, so I'm a little bit frazzled and I just decided what today's video is going to be. So we're working against daylight now. It is officially time. I have this massive stack of sticky notes right here because we are going to set up for all of Yuri's solo things. I also did remember my iPad and my template. If you saw a ton of finger smudges, no you didn't. The good thing though is for most of Yuri's stuff, like we don't really have to do anything until Waltz and Minor, or Waltz and Majors first. All her Eyes One things is done and all of her first solo album is done. So we just need to put away these cards that we took out from the birthday video, because that's going to be a trend, is that we're just going to be working on putting the birthday cards away in all of these videos. And this one's like a gift card, so it always like slides around. That's because it's that thick PVC material. And this must go here. Yes, that makes sense. And then this is 21, 22, 23 will go here. And then we need one reeler because we need to put Cake Yuri back. We need to make sure there's no holes as we're flipping through. Like no, because we're going to work on that too. We're going to clear sleeve or put like fillers in for everything like I did with my Down collection, because I'm tired of like having not done that. But we're going to try not to waste so many of my white sleeves. And we're going to use these pink ones that we have from when my partner was gonna pink sleeve his collection. So it's gonna look a little mixed match, but we're just gonna work with it. Oh, hold on, this card needs to go there. Okay, so all the Eyes One era cards are now back in their homes. There was one glassy card that needed to go back to her home, right? Two glassy cards. Let's see, how are you guys doing today? It's Friday. It's finally Friday, I'm free again. Got my motor running for a long weekend. Oh, today's exciting because Perky concert tickets went on sale today. And your girl is broke. Ticketing was so like easy. It was so nice. I'm so grateful for that. All the venues are standing room only. So there is that. So my feet will probably hurt the next couple, like those couple of days, but you know what? It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so worth it, because so we're going to the Atlanta date, and that's gonna be a fun one because it's gonna be me, mom, and my partner. I just did general admission for that day, so all three of us are just gonna be general admission that day. But I did purchase a Swan like selfie ticket, so I will be getting I got one selfie ticket. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use it with Swan, but maybe if somebody bias strikes me during the concert, I will use it with somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Swan. And then the next date we're skipping Jacksonville. I thought about trying to go to all four of them because they're all like back to back, but I do have to be somewhat responsible and go to class next semester. And by going to Orlando and Tampa, I only miss one day of class for each of my classes, whereas if I went to Jacksonville, I would have to miss multiple days of class because, like, again, like I said in my other video, Florida is not just like a 2-second skip from where I am. It's like an hour's drive from where I am. So like obviously we're not going to drive down to Jacksonville for me to go and then go back home for me to go to class and then go back down. Like that just doesn't make sense at all. So here's where we get to the part where we need to start changing things. but I'm really excited about the concert nonetheless. Oh yeah, so Orlando will be our next date. Is that a waltz in major or waltz in minor? It's a waltz in minor card. Come back here. This is waltz in major. Okay, so what we're gonna need, pause story to work on this. Okay, luckily I took this card out already. So from here forward until we reach waltz in minor, we need to take out, because the album card section I'm fine with, but obviously I want to set up for all her POBs, so we need to take whatever POBs that I have and take them out. I will say Yuri has a lot of POBs, especially for waltz and minor era. When we get to waltz and minor era, you'll see that most of the POBs she has are like 10 per store. Not 10, 7 per store, which is still wild for a solo artist. I feel like all her other eras, especially Glassy and Love All, are much more reasonable. Waltz and Minor, the one that we're about to work on, is kind of in the middle. Like, it's a little bit leaning towards the this is a lot, and then also in the like, oh, this is doable. Plus I have like an okay amount for Waltz and Minor, so that might also be a part of my little confidence thing, that like I'm like, we got this. Many pages and pop them up there, and I'll take them out if we don't end up using all of them. I am going to leave her debut showcase cards here for Glassy, because I do really want those. I've never actually seen them being sold, but I think they're really, really pretty. That's not true. I've seen them on Pokemarket once, and as soon as they were listed, they were basically gone. For all the other eras, I won't be putting in broadcast cards and stuff. I originally thought I would set up for that stuff too, but I just decided that, like, especially, again, Waltz and Minor era, she has like so many, and I was just like, you know what? Let's not stress myself out with that. Okay, supposedly I have that whole set. Okay, I marked off a whole set, me as having a whole set that I do not have. I don't know why I marked them off, because I do not have a single one in my hand. Unless they accidentally ended up in the wrong era. Which, I mean, is not unlikely, but is also not likely. Yeah, so I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna go through this one more time. Maybe I just thought I had it when I really had something else. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Okay. So I'll have to make a new sticky note later, but we'll need to leave 3, 4, 5 spots for K-Town For You. And then music art will be here, which I also don't have any of, and it will also be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here's Yes 24, which will also be 5. But I do have one of these. Actually, I have the first one according to my template. So we'll just pop this here, and we'll change this to a 4. There we go. And for now, I'm just going to be putting things in, and then we will like make it pretty and put the sleeves in after I finish the era. Atlanta, we're skipping Jacksonville, even though I was originally really wanting to go and was planning on going, but at last it cannot be. And plus I already spent a lot of money, so you know, we have to have some financial responsibility. But the next concert we'll be going to is Orlando. Florida end of the trip, it will be just me and Mom going. My partner has to work, sadly. He would probably much rather be with us. Plus, he really wants to go to like this convention where a whole bunch of like Star Wars actors, like voice actors that he likes, will be going to. So, you know, he's prioritizing that over my thing, which I understand. So I will be going back to Florida. Literally, there's so much going on in the first half of the year for us, and I will be back in school, so it's gonna be a little bit crazy. Quite easy. Yeah, so me and Mom got VVIP, which is like one step down from the like full everything package, mainly because I just, if I'm completely honest, I don't really like so like the selfie tickets are fun, but doing all 6 multiple times feels a little stressful to me, no matter how cool they are. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that again. And then the other one is just the U+, which is the group photo plus like a second group photo, but it's just you and Purple Kiss for the group photo. And I really don't really care for that one. Like that one's like a fine addition. So I was like, I would rather just do like the fan sign again, and like all the high touches and all that is more interesting to me. So we decided to do the VVIP, and me and Mom both are going to do that one, and I bought those tickets. Oh, and then for that I also bought myself, because Mom didn't want one, an extra selfie ticket, so I could take an extra selfie with Swan. I know I said I don't really care about that, but I thought maybe just doing the one instead of having to like talk myself up to doing all 6 like 3 times was a little much, because you can buy add-ons, and that's one of the things you could buy add-ons for. And if you could just buy the fan sign as an add-on, I would have, but you cannot buy that. Alas, you cannot buy that as a add-on. So yeah, so that's gonna be our Orlando day. And then for Tampa, we got the everything. So Mom actually bought those, and we did the everything package. So I spent a lot of money on Purple Kiss concert tickets, so there won't be a lot of hauls moving forward, unless somebody wants to sponsor me. I'm just kidding. But also but I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be such a fun concert. I'm excited also because my partner and my mom obviously have never seen Purple Kiss, and I think they're the best. Little known fact about me that I love Purple Kiss. Like obviously nobody knows that about me, right? Like, oh my gosh, such niche information. Oh, there we go. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing one. These two, I'm so glad, get to be in the middle, because they're 2 of my favorite Yuri cards, because they're like, this outfit is one of my favorites from Love Sha era, and it's the Love Sha pose. Like, I think it's so cute and so iconic. I'm actually only missing one for this set, because this was a set that I was prioritizing, and I thought I had bought all of them, but then I realized I missed one. There's one kind of like this one, but instead of her ponytail being like this and her smiling, she's doing like a nut face, and her, like, she's kind of like fanning out her ponytail. It's cute. But yeah, and Gohan was live for a little bit. Or she went live right before tickets dropped, and then like I actually, like, around the time like ticket sales happened, she like ended the live, and I was just like, honestly, I needed this. So I was like listening to Gohan sing and like talk in the background while I was like trying to buy tickets, and I slept through my alarm, so I almost didn't even make it to work, which is not good. But it's so weird for me to have to be like up and about before a certain time, and so like I'm so glad that my family knew that I was trying to buy the tickets, so they like were like, hey Lexi, like get your ass up. And I was like, oh my god, you're right, I do need to get my butt up, because Purple Kiss, not even because of my job, because Purple Kiss tickets are going on soon, and if I missed them I would have been so upset, and it would have been nobody's fault but my own. And for now, I'm just putting them in here, like the POBs themselves, in here in the order that they have them listed in. So like the MK Media, and then like the each individual ones, I just have them in here based on how they put them in the template. Maybe when I get them, I'll like rearrange the stores and maybe rearrange the order of the cards. I feel like it will help me keep track of things a little bit easier, because everything will like match up perfectly, like this one. So this is the first one in the Apple Music row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then blip, we have this one, and that should be it. Yes, so originally, like I said, I was gonna do it, but we're gonna take out these broadcast ones. Now we need to go here. Well, first, I guess, let's grab all our ones and minor cards, which are just these 2. Also, it's getting so dark. Hopefully you guys can still see this pretty well. There's not good lighting in this room, so I'm trying to finish quickly. But first things we need to do, actually, well, we did the first thing, but we need to move over all of the actual album cards I don't have that many POBs for Waltz and Minor, especially not compared to like how many there are for Waltz and Minor. It ends here. So we'll grab all of these first. And I think I'm just going to keep them in the same order because I kind of liked how I had everything grouped. I am excited about this though. Like I said, when I was looking at the template though, actually I don't know if I said, I don't know. I just assume I say everything, but it might be something I said in my head. But when I was looking at the template, I was getting a little bit scared. But when I realize it's mainly just Waltz and Minor, that's kind of crazy. I don't think it will be that awful. And I think it will be like a slow project. I already feel like I work on Yuri pretty slowly. So like I don't have any like crazy goals, but I just love working on Yuri. And I love seeing her collection like grow and get complete. Yeah, I love collecting soloists personally. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's really fun to collect soloists, which might be why Yuri is one of my favorite people, like collections that I have. Oh my gosh, I started pulling out more than I needed to. Oops, I just got in the habit of pulling. Which again, let's go to the back and pull out some more sheets. I might just have enough in here. It might be a good thing that that white binder, that white 12 pocket is still empty, because actually it might need to be used for Yuri. Or should I keep Yuri in pink? Should I buy another pink one for Yuri? I kind of wish they had an orange one, because if they had orange ones, I would move her over to an orange one in a heartbeat, so she could be in her member color, and that would be literally iconic. I would be so happy about that, but alas, they do not. They used to have a blue one, but I haven't seen them repost the blue one, so I'm wondering if they're discontinuing the blue one, which is a little sad, because I kind of wanted that one for ATs. Because blue kind of reminds me of Ice on My Teeth era, like that color. I don't know really why, but blue makes me think of Ice on My Teeth. And so I was like, oh my gosh, didn't they have a blue one? Like that would be so cool. And I went looking, and all I could find was purple, white, and pink. Which those three are still also good, but like I was like, dang, bring back the blue. I'm not too fussed and worried. Like it's never up to date or caught up completely with a group anyway. Like I'm always back collecting things. It's just kind of what I do. I will say though, in the coming year, oh, I did, yeah. Oh wait, no, these are the jewel case cards. In the coming year, I think my goal for Yuri, because I started to mention some goals in the Purple Kiss video before my phone rudely died on me and didn't alert me that it died. And so I kept filming and the video just ended. That's still, I think, of all the things that's happened so far in LexMas, like nothing too catastrophic has happened except for that. And like, guys, when I tell you I was so upset that day and I was so disappointed, I'm very glad that it seems like a lot of people have watched that video and have enjoyed it, because I almost didn't even post it because I was so upset. I was almost like, LexMas is canceled. I'm so upset about this. I haven't talked about it since then either, like since it's happened, because I was so upset. Because like imagine filming, because the way I film, so in editing I have to flip all my videos because I film upside down basically, and so that way I don't have to reach around the camera. My camera is actually here, and so that's why sometimes you'll see like the leg of my tripod down here, and so I don't have to hit the camera. But the downside is I don't get to see anything unless I stand up and like look over the camera. So that's like sometimes when I'm like checking, you guys will like see me like my shirt pop in or me like leaning over my stuff is because I'm like checking the viewfinder or like my camera, and it is very, very difficult. So Waltz and Major is where the era we're going to get into the like Yuri having so many POBs. It's a little ridiculous. I'm really glad she didn't do this for Love All, because I think if she did this for Love All, I would not be this ambitious and try to get all her POBs. She didn't, so I'm gonna hope that we're gonna have a continuous downwards trend from here. But basically she did like 6 of the regular like POBs that you could get. So like I have 2 for this store, which is with Moo, and then she did a special one, and I don't know, I can't remember, I'll have to look it up, if special means like in terms of like, because you know sometimes the winner's PC, that's the word I'm looking for, or if there was just like a random chance to pull an extra like special. I'm pretty sure the special also means winner in this circumstance, because I had a awful gom for this era who like played favorites, and just it was bad. And so they ended up getting they got in, and then they paid with like the GOM albums to get their friend into the sign, whatever, which was fine. But they were supposed to raffle off any of the winner's benefits besides the fan call. That was their words. And then they ended up just giving both of the extra winners PCs to their friend. And then their friend ended up reselling the extra winners PC for like a really high price. And so I was pretty upset about that. And it wasn't even that. It was just more so like, not upset that I didn't get it because it was going to be a raffle, so there's a chance that I still wouldn't have gotten it anyway, and that's fine. But it was the fact that they like changed their word. It was the fact that they started the fan call by saying like, oh, because they were also supposed to raffle the second call and not just give it to their friend, but they just like gave it to their friend. There was a lot of people upset during that one. I don't know. Actually, I blocked them, so I can't say that. I was about to say I don't think they do goes anymore, but I actually can't say that truthfully because I blocked them, so I don't actually know what they're up to. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, so there was a lot of that this era, and you might be able to tell as we're doing this, but Yuri is a avid offender of the like same photo basically, but she's moved a little bit. Very, very avid offender of that. Like if she was tried in court, she would lose her case because literally all her cards. But me being the simp I am, I want them. And at first I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. I don't need them. But actually I'm a liar and I do. I guess I don't need them. I just want them. Which can be the same thing depending on the day. But like I said, I'm doing pretty good on Yuri, I feel like, for somebody that doesn't like buy all her POBs like off the back in era. Like I buy things secondhand and or like, you know, like after the fact. I feel like I don't do too bad with her. Also recently I've discovered a new Yuri collector who also collects her really avidly. I don't remember their channel name off the top of my head, but I will include it here because I cannot explain to you guys how happy it makes me sometimes, all the time actually, like when I stumble upon like creators that collect some of the same groups as me, especially when it's like my smaller groups. Like ATs I get excited about, but like everybody and their mama collects ATs, but also like Joe Yuri, like she collects Joe Yuri thoroughly like I do. And I just like, I couldn't believe it. I was just so excited. I do need to reach out to her again because I told her I would send her a Yuri POB that I had an extra of that was on her template. I accidentally bought it twice, but now it works out because I can gift it to another glassy. Like, it feels crazy to say another glassy. It made me so excited when I saw her channel. I was like, everything in life is great now. There's another glassy out here being crazy like me and collecting everything for this girl. Love her. Love Joe Yuri. Speaking of Joe Yuri, she's been posting so much lately, which is so unlike her. She's been all over her Instagram. It's probably because Squid Game's coming out in a couple days. But there was so they did the the Seoul premiere, and that was cool. And I talked about that one in one of my videos. But she also went to, whatchamacallit, LA. They did a Squid Games like premiere in LA. And she's been posting a whole bunch of photos from that. And she just looks so cute. Like there's one where she's like posing cutely with like the mask guys. And then the second photo, when you like scroll past, it's like the mask guy like staring down at her and she's like, oh! And it's just so cute. I don't know. She's adorable. I love her so much. So much. Like, she was my #1 girl from the start and will always be one of my #1 girls. Honestly, my only thing is I wish I had been like a fan of her from the beginning. Because if you don't know, Yuri was on the show that made Promise. What was that school called, or that show called? Idol School? Was it called Idol School? I think it was called Idol School. And I was gonna originally watch it because at that time I was like a really big JYP stan, and Natty, who's now a part of Kiss of Life, was on it, and so I was gonna watch it, but then I was like, no, I don't want to watch any more survival shows, which is ironic considering I ended up watching Produce 48. But I watched Produce 48 because of a friend. Like, they told me that they thought I would really like some of the idols that were on there that season, and so I was like, fine, I'll watch it for you. And I came out with Yuri. That's my only thing, is I do wish. Like, does it really matter how long I've been with her? No. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. But, like, do I care deep down? Also, her Tower Records cards. Yeah, that sounded kind of right. From this era, have some of my favorite. Well, it has my favorite outfit. She has this giant, like, poofy pink dress that she wears during this era that looks like cotton candy, and I love it. And her Tower Records thing, she has one of the Polaroids is in that outfit, and then one of the selfie cards is in that outfit, and I want it so bad. But as you can see, for Waltz and Minor, I don't have a lot. I think this one came out when I was in Germany, so that might be part of the reason why I don't have a lot. No. Love All came out when I was in Germany. I don't know what was going on. Oh, that's what it was. I forgot already, even though I just talked about it earlier. This was the era before I found the GOM that I really like, that I used during Love All era. This was the era that I had the bad GOM that I did not like. And so after the Finasco with Mew, I basically didn't buy any cards like in era, and I just waited until, ironically, I ran out of sticky notes for when Love All starts. But I'm still missing some photo cards for Love All, so we're just putting like little sticky notes for those in. But yeah, that's what that was. I forgot about that. Yeah, I did not like that GOM, as I said. Okay, this is just all the photo cards. Love All, she went, okay, so she didn't go crazy with the POBs, but she went crazy with the actual like photo cards for this era. But I'm doing pretty good. And like I was saying earlier, or I guess I was going to say incorrectly earlier, but this is the era. This era happened right before I went to Germany, so there were some things that I was able to pre-order, and I was able to get some extra albums with my GOM before I went to Germany. But then the majority, so I got a decent amount of basically what was actually like pre-releases. So all of her actual like POBs were released, and then all the things that she released during the era for like fan calls and stuff, I couldn't really get because I was in Germany. And then when I got back from Germany, I was broke, and so I was like, love you, Yuri, but I did what I could this time around. And then she hasn't had a comeback since, and I know y'all are probably tired of me complaining about it, but Yuri, I need you. I need you to save me and release some really good music. But I think I saw her mention somewhere, I don't know how true it is, or maybe I just was assuming that maybe next year we should get some music, because I think the main reason why we didn't get music this year was because she was basically filming Squid Games all year, and then, you know, then they had to do the promotions and stuff for Squid Games, and then she went to KCON LA, and, you know, she was doing stuff that she wanted to do. And I mean, yes, do what you want to do, bestie, because I will support you regardless. But also, I need music. But in terms of all her album cards, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7, which includes her jewel case and those like the photo book like first press only pre-order things that she did. That are actually not as rare as I thought, so I like made sure that I bought a whole bunch of albums because I didn't want them to go out of print before I went to Germany, because I was scared they were going to be super hard to find, but they really weren't. And I pulled all of them, I think, except for one with my GOM, and so I had to trade for 1 or 2 maybe. But again, like I said, they weren't that like difficult to get, but that's what these are. And then of course her jewel cases, and Yuri always does jewel cases. This was the first era though that she usually does 2 photo books and then a jewel case, but this era, I'm pretty sure it's this era, it was the first time that she did 2 jewel cases. So there was a push and pull version for the jewel case, but you only could, but there was only like one set of cards for the jewel case. So like you would just pull like any of the jewel case cards. It wasn't like the pull version of the jewel case only had pull cards in it, and then the push version of the jewel case only had push cards in it. It was just like one set of jewel case cards all together, which is what she had done in the past. So Yuri's pretty consistent with what she does. The only era that does not follow this and deviates is Glassy, which is her debut. Glassy is the only era where we only got one photo book and only a photo book. Everything after that has been 2 photo books and a jewel case. Which honestly, in this day and age, when idols do like 17,000 versions of their album, is really not that bad. I wonder how atrocious the lighting's going to be, because this side's going to be like really orangey from the lamp, and then I feel like the rest of it's going to be kind of dark. Maybe this side will have a little bit of light from my iPad. I'm so sorry, guys. Tomorrow I will film earlier. Okay, pop time, and then we'll be basically done. The only thing I still haven't done, technically, is her merch. And I know originally I said I was going to set up for all of it and I was going to integrate it all in, but I decided not to do that because, one, it's just kind of crazy of me to like try to work on everything all at once. And 2, her merch stuff is like weird. And honestly, most of it I don't ever see being resold. So I'm just like, let me just not set up for it, and because if I do, I'm gonna make myself disappointed. For Aladdin, I did write 3, and there are 3, but I have 2 of the 3 already. Beat Road, I already have all 3 of them. Oh wait, no. MTU 3. Okay, I got backwards. Okay, so this is the fan side, 1, 2, 3, and then the video call. I have 2 of the 3, which we'll put this one on the back because this one is the first one in the row according to the template, and this is the second one, and then the third one I don't have, which goes there. And then we have 2 for M-Wave, and then an M-Wave special that I also don't have. Most of this is going to be I don't have. And then randomly for K-Town For You, she has 9 lucky draws. There's 3 in each of the sets, or each of the outfits. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the one where she's randomly wearing like the police uniform, and I think it's so funny. I really do love those cards. This is the one where everybody was very lackluster about because she posted some of these selfies on Instagram, and then they used them for the next 2 POBs, and so a lot of people ended up not buying them. I debated on whether or not I was going to collect them, but I decided ultimately to just go for it. And then we have Tower Records again, which is 4, and then the sheep. I have 1 of the sheeps, which is music art. It's technically the only one with the sheep, but I call the whole set a sheep because it has a sheep. And then I have none of the Cardcatcher Sakura ones. Guys, I'll probably never have any of those. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Hang on for just a little bit longer. Oh, I guess I thought I had all 3 for JJ Muse. I only have 2 of the 3. I need the pink balloon. So I'll just leave a space there, and then we'll put Blue Dream Media here, which is the one where she has the octopus plushie, the one that shows like the different emotions. Merc/Shopee goes here. Music and drama. See, she went down a lot here. Well, not necessarily in terms of stores, but at least the number of cards per store, which I'll take it on it. And then Tower like Records Lucky Draw, there were 4, 2, 3, 4, and then of course there had to be a special one, and that's where we will end the album, all the album stuff for Yuri. And yeah, so I just decided we're just gonna keep her merch section the same way it is. These cards don't come around that often. The only thing that I do kind of want to complete or not even kind of, I do want to complete is her light stick cards, just because I'm only missing 1 more, And they're just, and the one I'm missing is the cutest one of the set, because of course it is. In the future, if I feel like, you know, maybe I finish some of this, because I still have to work on our Eyes One things, right? So like if I get closer to finishing some of this, maybe I have most of it complete, or maybe I finish all the Eyes One era things, maybe then I'll set up for her merch. But for now, I feel like this is a pretty good like starting point, if not, maybe not even like a starting point, but just like, because I guess I've already started this collection, but a good new like expansion point, if you will, because I've been finished with most of her album cards for a while, and the Love All ones I'm missing are just kind of hard to find. One of them, it's like on everybody's template. Like anybody that I know that collects Yuri is all looking for this one like black outfit card of hers from the, is it the push version? Yes, I was right. So like everybody is looking for that card. Like for the longest time, there wasn't even a good photo of it for like the template. Like the photo that was on the template was like with somebody's finger in it, like obviously like holding the card. There is that. And of course that's one of the cards that I'm missing. So it will be a process to find that. When we were in the K-pop stores the other day in Atlanta, they have both of the taxi versions, and I almost just brought 2 of them just cause I don't need them. But I was like, what if I tried to pull something? But I was like, there's so many in here though that like if I don't pull something I need, I don't even know how well like they'll resell. But also, I don't mind having duplicates of Yuri. I was like finding demons in the store to try to decide whether I was going to buy it or not. I obviously ultimately decided not to. But maybe if when we go back up there for Purple Kiss, if it's still there, I'll pick it up. I think in terms of, oh my gosh, I was supposed to be talking about some of my goals for Yuri in the new year. As we put these final sheets in this horrid lighting. I guess I'll tell you guys about some of those real quick. I was trying to do this as fast as possible, guys. I hope it wasn't too awful. But I definitely really, really would like to finish her Love All cards because, like, again, like I said, I only need one. I only need one. Or, well, I only need one more album. Okay, what am I saying? I want to finish her Love All cards because I only need a couple more. And it is the only album I need to finish in order to finish all of her cards for solo era. I'm hoping I can find her last Eyes One card though before the end of the year, so it doesn't have to be a 2025 goal, but that doesn't look like promising. I found somebody selling it on Mercari, but it's only in a set, and I even asked them, I was like, would you sell just the one card? And they were like, no, I want to sell all of these. This is a set. And I was like, and the set's kind of expensive. It's $30 for 3 cards. And I'm just like, that's like $10 a card. It is Hard Eyes, which is what I'm missing. And so like I'm slightly tempted, but also, so I haven't done it yet. But if I don't get it, if I can't find it before January 1st, and that listing is still available on December 29th, I just might buy it and call it. I don't think Rachel needs any of Yuri's Hard Eyes cards. Plus, she's on a little bit of a hiatus right now. So, yeah, there is that. But I would, if I have to, I would like to finish that as well. Therefore, all of her album cards would be done for Eyes One era, solo era, like all her Korean album cards. And then I think I want to try to finish 2 of her Japanese trading card sets from Eyes One era. That would make me so happy. I'm kind of done with them, kind of not done. Like some of them I'm missing like a random one, some of them I'm missing like multiple. So it's a little like hit or miss in terms of like those, but I think that would be really cool. And that's basically it, other than like, you know, if I see something for a good price, I'm gonna pick it up and just keep slowly chipping away at this. And if she has a comeback, I want to try to go and get maybe like 3 or 4 of her like complete POB sets. So like if she does 3 from that store, I wanted to buy like 3 albums to get all 3 of them. from that store. Do that a couple times so I can have like a decent amount for her new comeback in terms of POBs, and then like hopefully avoid having to search for album cards. Again, I apologize for this lighting. It's gonna be so bad. We'll have natural lighting tomorrow. Literally, like, the sun is almost complete. I'm watching her fade before my very eyes. I feel like my Yuri flip through might be a little sad now at the end of the year because it's gonna look I feel like it's gonna look a lot more blank than it did originally before I fully set up for everything. But I don't know. I'm still proud of my progress in here. I think she still looks really good. We are running out of sleeves though, so I might just call it quit for today once we run out of these pink ones. I do have an exciting Yuri like purchase coming in from Macari. It just hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully it will at some point. That would make me very happy. I also have a Go One card that I bought around the same time that's actually for like a Purple Kiss set that I'm working on that I really would like to have before my final storing of the year. That also has not arrived yet. And I'm just like, bruh, Macari, US Post. I guess it's US Post because they shipped them out. Like, it's not the sellers on Macari. But, also a big thank you to, I know I've said it in the past video, but like, again, if you bought from me on Macari recently, thank you, because you helped me pay for my Purple Kiss tickets. So thank you for buying that. And thank you for getting some of those cards out of my room, especially the Twice ones. Though I think I'm gonna put some of my posts, delete some of my posts, and go on a little bit of a hiatus, because I can only do so much selling at once, and I've been sending out like 20 plus like cards almost, I think honestly since I started selling, because I had a lot of Twice cards. I've been sending about 40 envelopes a week since like the middle of October. It's been a lot. It's been pretty crazy. Which again, like, thank you. I'm so happy that these things are finding homes, like better homes, proper homes, but also like, oh my God, I need a break from packaging and buying stamps and all that. So I think I'm gonna go on a little hiatus, maybe take it off for the semester, and maybe during the summer start selling a little bit again. Maybe do a couple months on, couple months off kind of thing. I also really like having like a solo, like a one-person collection in these binders. I don't know, it feels very nice and very satisfying to look at everything for them in such like big spreads and big layouts. Especially for somebody that's like Yuri, who has had a pretty long career. Like, the difference between like her most recent cards and like her first card in here from like Le'Veon Rose, I feel like really like, it's such a big difference, and it just makes me giggle. It's my girl. I love her. I know I said I would give up, but it's literally one more page. No, I don't want to use my white sleeves. I want to save the white sleeves that I have. I do want to take this off though. I know I said I would leave that, but we're just gonna pop it in the bag. There's no point in it being up there when, but I think maybe when she has her next comeback though, I might need to get a different binder. So instead of letting this in here, I might put these merch items like this. Yeah, I might move the Season's Greetings here just to fill this up a little bit more. There will be 2 leftover spots, but at least it will be full. Or I guess maybe at some point, hopefully, theoretically, I will get some of her broadcast cards for the eras that they're not set up for. Theoretically, hopefully, maybe one day. But I think when she has a comeback, I think we're gonna get her a new binder. But okay, that's it for this video. I know it's a little dark and dingy. You'll see a better version of Yuri. Oh my gosh, she's so thick now. Of the Yuri binder, and then obviously the final flip through, and you'll get a look at her again. I'm pretty sure I have some cards for her during my sorting video at the end of the month. So yeah, that's all for today's video, and I hope you guys stay happy, stay healthy, and keep collecting, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.